We are going to take 10 minutes of your time this morning to review a proposed strategy for Zola's future growth. Up to this point, you and your team have built quite a niche product, carving out an aspect of the wedding business that is not necessarily unique, but one that fits a very specific need. A need that was clearly very important to address, as is seen by your success. You have been able to use your past experience at Gilt and your youthfulness to appeal to the newly engaged demographic. Now the question, what's next? First, we will present the options and then suggest a strategy. Clearly, you're at a point in the business where you want to, and more importantly, where you need to look at growth. There are a few options for where that growth can occur. 1. Within the registry industry, looking to become a leader there and moving into baby registries. 2. Within home goods, competing with the Amazons and the Wayfairs of the world. And lastly, expanding into weddings, but now growing into apps and vendor connections for engaged couples. Once the where is decided, we will move into the how. Where will the funding come from? Does it make sense to seek out an acquisition or raise money through venture capital or a corporate investor? In the coming slides, we will outline the where and the how on the strategy for Zola's future.
While it's tempting to give more weight to your ability to build a better registry experience and expand to other registries such as baby registries, we recommend that Zola remain focused on your mission statement as we see a greater opportunity to continue reinventing the wedding planning process. How will that expansion be funded? We believe another round of funding from venture capital will provide the additional resources to compete in this space.
We will now go over our reasonings for why we feel this is the best strategy to move you forward. The expertise on the team continues to come up with ways to differentiate you as an industry leader. Therefore, we feel you should invest your time exhausting all opportunities within the current product offering before expanding into other registries. There are several reasons why continuing to deepen Zola's roots in the $70 billion wedding industry is the most cost-effective opportunity and strategic plan for you. First, new opportunities are continuing to arise within the current space. For example, social media platforms can be capitalized on by your team. There are opportunities to build social media platforms dedicated specifically to engaged couples. Competitors have already successfully built these capabilities, so this creates a one-stop shop where everything couples want is all in one place. Also along these same lines, there are opportunities for app extensions. There are also extensions that can be made within the app recently built, which was a huge hit with Zola's customers. For example, Zola could create advice columns, blogs, and other content, which could really help to improve the customer experience. The second reason you should continue to deepen your roots in the wedding industry before expanding is because there are still multiple opportunities along the customer wedding planning process that still exist. For example, couples still need help with engagements, honeymoons, and new home furnishings. This will further tap into the trusted customer base Zola has already established, and this will further expand the customer life value, which could amplify your growth and earnings.
Now that we've given our explanation for our chosen strategies, let's take a look at how Zola will implement them into their business model. Before we can start expanding the company further into the wedding industry, we must first secure venture capital funding. As a team, Zola will submit a business plan to one of many venture capital firms. Then, the firm will complete a thorough examination of our company's current business model, products and services, management and operating history, and other aspects of the company. Next, the firm will pledge an investment for an equity exchange in the company. Zola is not looking to hold multiple rounds of funding since they are already an established company. Thus, it is crucial to seek out the venture capital firm that best fits our mission. Once venture capital funding is secured, Zola can expand its website to include new service offerings. There will be 3 new services that serve as the pillars of the new expansion. First is a venue finder, where couples can search local areas and see all the possible locations to hold their wedding ceremony, as well as the reception. Second is a local vendors section, where couples can begin customizing their wedding their way. They will be able to find local DJs, caterers, florists, hotels, and a wide variety of other vendor services that need to be included in today's weddings. Last is a honeymoon help section that allows couples to easily plan their honeymoons, everything from flights to hotels and resorts. Zola can team up with TripAdvisor and have them serve as their main directory for finding this information. With Zola bringing more traffic to TripAdvisor, they can expect to get a small percentage of trips booked by couples. The Zola mobile app will need to be updated to fit the new business model, which will likely require some new employees and managers to oversee these new aspects of the business.